When I first started here, trades would match and confirm in 2 minutes, and that was acceptable. 12 years later, we're at a position where if trades don't confirm in a second, we're too slow.
When all the regulatory stuff hit, when everything hit, you realize that all the risk was after the trade and before it's completely settled and collateral is exchanged. And that's been our focus.
Traiana is a multilateral network of transaction on T0 services.
So there's two facets. There's the impact of regulation in order to make the banking industry more compliant and more transparent. And then there's how do you become compliant and how do you meet your obligations. That's where Traiana fit in.
The key problem is that there's so many different ways of communication.
The old school way of emailing, phone, fax.
Nobody wants to do like mundane tasks. Nobody wants to spend hours doing manual work when you know this stuff can be, seamless.
In a normal world, this means many lines of communication between these organizations. Pretty much look at it as a spaghetti. What Traiana does is we create efficiencies, we create single lines of communication to ultimately simplify the world.
We go through a very rigorous testing and verification and penetration testing to make sure that we have a super secure environment where everyone can trust each other.
We become this giant translation engine that manages to normalize that noise and make sure that all parties to the trade can speak to each other in a common framework.
The prime brokers were actually our very first group of clients, but we've expanded because the network just grew over the years.
There were a lot of smart people in the early days saying nobody's ever done a cross-asset in a financial technology space. Everybody that's tried has failed. Pick one asset class and dominate it. We've proven that wrong.
We are actually connecting different banks, different financial institutions on one platform.
And today we process around 3.8 million messages a day. So I think it translates to about 117 messages a second.
The scale that someone can achieve just by a single connection to one of Traiana's products or networks would be difficult to achieve somewhere else.
Connect once to Traiana and Traiana connects you to everything. That is one of the most important fundamental foundational principles of our strategic architecture.
The market has actually come to us. And a lot of what we thought back in the day ended up being right. So that's very satisfying.